Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's YOBOI 3 and welcome to Boss Rush Island 4. This is a very simple, very easy guide, honestly. We're going to use a tech bot and a monkey farmer, but if you want to, just place your Sada and Strong and don't use the tech bot. Like, if you press the ability once, it's going to do pretty much the same as having the tech bot on the whole time. I'm just really lazy. Farmer is recommended, though. Use code YOBOI, that's YOBOI, when you're buying that farmer. And for starting, we're just going to put down a 032 Dart Monkey, and then we're just going to spam down a bunch more. We're going to fit them in kind of as tightly as possible. You may think, yo boy, we're leaking. We're going to die. No. So yeah, just keep on placing down triple shots. We're going to get 10 of them down in total, but it's going to be like, I don't know, I'm having my video in slow motion pretty much, or not video, my game is in the regular speed, not the sped up, but you guys can speed it up, honestly. In this video, like, look, a 120 score is really easy here. Like, just slow yourself down, alright? Don't worry about it. Be calm, alright? You guys, you could do this with no monkey knowledge if you really wanted to. Just try not to die, right? That's the main thing. So here we get up 10 of these triple shots. Now we're going to go for a Super Monkey Fan Club, right? And now we got to be a little bit careful. Not too bad, though. We're going to go for a 014 balloon trap, and we're just going to target it right about, at the edge of where we can, right where Phayze is, because once we use that Super Monkey ability, by the way, it's up now, so we can use it. Once we use it, it's going to, quickly move the portal along. And so we're just going to keep on placing some Dart Monkeys, and while we place them, we upgrade 2 of them to Super Monkey Fan Clubs as we can afford it. Now in the back, as I said, not dying is actually a pretty important part of this strat. So we place 2 more glaives. It's an overdefend, sure, but it doesn't really matter. Not at all. We're going to get 120 pops pretty much no matter what. And so that's kind of the theme of this video. So we're going to place down some more darts, upgrade another one to a Super Monkey Fan Club, and just kind of use the abilities as they come off. Ideally, if you've used an ability and it's still up, and there's another one that is off cooldown just now, you want to wait like a second or two so that the Dart Monkeys are no longer transformed, because that'll just help boost them better, right? But if it's like this, right, we have probably 18 Dart Monkeys down, so we're going to save up 40k, and whichever one is about to have the ability ready, we buy a Plasma Monkey Fan Club, and then we just use the ability, right? Super powerful. I mean, the only thing to keep in mind is that during the Plasma Monkey Fan Club, do not use the Super Monkey Fan Club because it will override. But yeah, it's still pretty chill. Just whenever you have Super Monkey Fan Club, press it unless you have a Plasma Monkey Fan Club up, right? It's kind of that simple. We're going to go for a big trap just whenever we can afford it, right after the Plasma, and then after we get up the big trap, and just kind of make sure that we're targeting it along with the boss. We're going to go for a Cripple Moab next, and then Super Brittle, and yeah, we're pretty much chilling. One thing that someone told me recently in the comic sections, they said, yo boy, you should really do a voiceover instead of just, like, saying it live during the boss. It was really, like, offensive, because this is a voiceover, I swear. So yeah, we're getting a Super Brittle, but this is a voiceover. Like, I'm putting in effort, I swear. I don't actually care that much about one person's opinion. It's because I get behind and I don't re-record, but that's just because it's like a lot of work. I do re-record a lot of things. I just don't want to, I'm not going to start over for everything. Yeah, once we get up to Super Riddle, we're just going to buy a Crossbow Master, get the middle cross path, and then an Ultra Juggernaut, and you can get either cross path, but I went for the bottom. And then we're going for another Crossbow Master. Of course, for the cripple, I didn't mention it, but where you're doing a middle cross path, you guys should have seen it. I mean, kind of a skill issue. Don't get the bottom cross path. The bottom cross path can't even hit Phayze, so that would be, really stupid. I mean, come on. Ugh, no wonder you're using a guide. I'm kidding. You guys are my lovely viewers. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, code YOBOI, all that stuff. I'm actually, genuinely sleep deprived, I think, is my issue. Between all these AP tests, thank God it's the weekend. I mean, it's no tests over the weekend, which is lovely, but I've had 5 in the past 4 days. It's kind of killing me. But yeah, we're gonna save up some money here, go for Dark Paragon. This is like what we always do against Phayze when we have camouflaged, and it really doesn't help that we have like, 0 other options. But once we have about 80k, we can sell the Big Trap and we can sell the Super Brittle, and we can get up the Dark Paragon. It should be degree 40 or higher if you've been keeping up with your abilities and you have everything. But if needed, you can sell the Cripple and sacrifice the money to the Dark Paragon. You're going to get degree 20 anyways. Here you can see I have the Dark Paragon on strong targeting, and so what that allows me to do is die. I'd highly recommend you put it on first targeting because death is in general considered kind of bad. We're going to go for a 024 Spectre on Wing Monkey, and we're going to get an overclock for it. This guy's going to help us to not die. I lied. Please just put your Dark Paragon on first targeting. You're going to get 120 pops anyways. I somehow managed to get it with a death, which is chill. You can get 123 or like higher, right? I got 123 in a pretty casual run, this exact same strategy, but without dying. And I figured, I'm like, look, I want a video where I buy more glaive boomerangs, okay, where I die, where I make the mistakes, so that if you guys make them too, it doesn't really matter, right? Because on bosses like this, where you're kind of hard stuck at 120 or very close to 120, I'd rather have a guide that shows, what most people do rather than the best thing you can do. Anyways, the best thing you can do is buy a Flying Fortress up next. This guy kind of goes ham. I'm going to be watching this video closely to see where on earth I died. I think it's against this bad balloon. We sell Soda and we replace it on strong. Yeah, it was the bad insides. Please put your Dark Gun on first, but whatever. It's fine, it's fine. After we get up the Flying Fortress, we can go for a Sky Shredder. And alternatively, you could go for an Ultra Boost instead of Sky Shredder. The Ultra Boost, of course, would help buff the Flying Fortress, and that's going to do a lot. Sky Shredder is kind of mid compared to the Flying Fortress, especially with the Cripple. The Cripple Moab really helps out everyone's damage. I mean, it doesn't help the Dark Paragon that much, but it's really going to help out the Flying Fortress. It kind of pisses me off. I saw someone, they did the Cardinal Sin. Okay, they got a Flying Fortress, they got a Cripple, and they got themselves a Super Brittle. And what the Super Brittle does is it adds 4 damage, but it also will decamoize Phayze, which is already like iffy because we have the Camouflage perk, which will give you plus 3 damage. By the way, we're saving for the Ultra Boost, and since we have pretty small amount of money right now, we actually use the overclock and then upgrade to Ultra Boost, and that's always what you want to do. And now we're buying another overclock for the Sky Shredder. Sorry, I was right the first time. But yeah, you want to use an overclock and then buy the Ultra Boost because that resets the cooldown. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Yeah, but if you buy a Super Brittle right now, it's going to do half your Flying Fortress damage, and then it's going to add 4. I don't know if you know this, the Flying Fortress does more than 4 damage, so why would you want it halved? Because the middle cross path, it doubles all the weapons damage versus a camo balloon. So just please don't decamo. Anyways, we get the middle path tier 5 and the bottom path tier 5 snipers. The middle path will kind of buff the Cripple up, which will of course buff the Flying Fortress. I know we're just buffing things for the sake of it, whatever. And then the bottom path is, of course, just going to get some nice damage and kind of defend against AI as well. And now we can just go for some Spectres with whatever money we have left. Alternatively, like in my run where I got 123 pops, I got Pop Sidon, but Pop Sidon has the minor flaw, which is that he sucks. But I hope this video helped you guys out. I hope someone let me know if they mind that I was just, like, I don't know, talking to myself for the last 4 minutes of this video. There was not much to do. What can I say? See y'all later. Peace out. Bye-bye.